Well, hopefully we are going, but I can't even tell if this shit is working properly. I've just been having nothing but problems with these things. Okay, looks like I'm live finally on YouTube. I'm checking Twitch. Okay, it looks like okay. No, I don't need ads while I'm already streaming. Oh my god, why is this such a headache? Anyway, thank you all for joining me. At least this way it means I don't have to record the video and then upload it again. Like, hopefully this works. So I can watch the video once and it uploads to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I don't have to record this thing and then put it up on YouTube later. So, how y'all doing? Vidya James here. Hopefully this thing won't give me any issues, but yeah. Guess it's hoping for too much. So, we're gonna see about this Pokemon Direct. Been trying to just keep my phone off this entire time. So, we're gonna get this going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
Right, Ishihara.
Today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games. To begin, please take a look at this video.
Alright, let's see what we got. Game footage, not final. So that should be like day and night again. Oh my lucky stars! A Negro! I'm sorry, I will never stop being surprised by seeing, like, dark skinned characters in a Pokemon game, because it took so long for them to get there. Okay, there's already Rule 34 of that girl, whoever it is. Okay. An actual theme song. Oh, did the Pokemon cheer for you too? That's pretty nice. Okay, this video's already demonetized just because it has a song in it. So thanks for that. Wait, can you actually see the Pokemon? Okay. So what, no more random encounters? So, okay, they're going Pokemon. A freaking Tyranitar? Just freaking... Wow. Okay, you can set waypoints. Can you play with other people? Like, live? Really? You're not alone? So you can play with other people? What? Just make your Pokemon bigger? Why is that a thing? Pokeball! Make my pocket monster grow! Just make it bigger. The Biggerizer. Alright, so I guess you can do group battles. But not with your friends, probably randoms only, because we know how Nintendo does now. So it's the same thing as normal, they're just bigger, so... I guess that's just for the visual effect, because I don't see how that's going to change the combat. Gojira!
Hello, I'm
So
Masuda
sweet.
from Game Freak.
Junichi Masuda, okay.
Hi, I'm Omori from Game Freak.
Shigeru.
What did you think of the video? Today, we would like to deliver the latest news on
You
Pokemon
expand
Sword
dong
and
on your
Pokemon to all
Pokemon.
of you around the world, right here from Game Freak's offices where development is underway.
Just make sure stream is still going.
You can take on the role of the main character, who resides in the Galar region.
Galar region.
After choosing Grookey,
Scorbunny or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on
Oops,
an
get my
adventure
drink.
to become the champion.
Yo, son, what's going on?
Your journey will take you through vast and lush grasslands, towns in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together, and many other locations filled with rich personality.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region. Stadiums across the Galar region
Oh,
are
there we
frequently
go.
filled with cheering crowds that have gathered to witness battles between gym leaders and challengers.
Hey, how's it going,
The
Daniel?
spectacle of these
So,
battles is often broadcast on television in the Galar region as well.
well, apparently,
The most exciting part of visiting
they
a new region is
they made Pokemon bigger. So that's, I guess, the new gimmick. How it was like evolution. Now you can just take your small Pokemon and make them big. So yeah, that's the thing these days. Actually, I should probably put your chat on the other side now that I think about it. Oops. So I'm gonna move that.
of course,
Right.
encountering Pokemon that you've never seen before. To tell you more about some of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like
Yeah,
to hand
did
it
that
over
here.
to James, the art director on these games.
Hey, Jamie!
Hey. Yeah, didn't you guys know I was in Pokemon Sword and Shield?
I worked as the art director for these games. There are lots
Nice.
of never-before-seen Pokemon that await you in the Galar
So
region.
they just straight up. Oh, they straight up.
Allow me to introduce you to just
James
a few
Turner.
of them.
So they straight up tapped
The first
tapped
Pokemon
somebody in the
I'd
west.
like to show you
It's
is
Wooloo.
Wooloo. This
Sheep.
Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur, which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region, who use it to craft particular specialty goods.
I can see how that's going to be a
This
popular one.
Pokemon here is Gossifleur,
Gossifleur.
the flowering Pokemon. Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and its pollen is said to have healing properties.
Interesting.
This next Pokemon is called Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
The
Dude!
sharp and jagged edges of its jaw
Frickin' just
allow it to
Dreadnought.
bite off chunks of rock and iron.
And
Its
also
vicious nature
bite
makes
off
it a
chunks of your
difficult
frickin'
to
Pokemon.
tame for all but the most experienced trainers.
Oof.
This Pokemon that can be seen flying steadily through
Right.
the sky is called
Corviknight.
Corviknight.
Fuck.
It puts its skills to use when working as a flying taxi, which will take the player back to any town he or she has previously
Right.
visited.
So,
As many of you
how
already
y'all
know,
doing?
some Pokemon can evolve, changing their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon.
So,
When Gossifleur evolves,
Gossifro.
Eldegoss. As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon.
Pokemon.
That's all I can show you this time. There are lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with.
Hey.
I hope you're as excited as we are to encounter the amazing variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
So they straight up tapped a Western character designer for that. Nice. I was surprised that you guys said, let's turn it over to James.
Lots of Pokemon is one of the thrills of the adventure. And where you will find the widest variety of Pokemon out of anywhere in the Galar region is in a place called the Wild Area.
A wilder.
This
Right.
wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear depending on where you are.
Freaking wild Snorlax, wild
There
Rhydon.
will be new discoveries for you each day.
Steelix.
Some of
Freaking.
you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for
Wow,
items.
that's already a really big deal for
Search
Pokemon.
far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes, where you never know what you might find.
Big deal is that because a lot of those Pokemon that were wandering around usually can only be found by evolving them.
Giant in size and
Like
gives it
Steelix
incredible
is a big
strength.
example.
This phenomenon is called Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing opens up new possibilities in the heated battles performed by trainers and their Pokémon. For more details, I would like to turn it over to Ewald, the planning director for the games.
Yep. Biggerizing. Bigger. Bigger! We've got to appeal to the size fetishists.
Hi, I'm Ewald from Game Freak and the planning director for Pokémon.
Putting the freak in Game Freak.
Let me tell you more about the new Dynamax feature, which will surely bring about all new strategies to Pokémon battles.
It's gonna have to do something
Pokemon
other.
From the gallery
So let's see what happened here.
Dynamax to not only become massive in size,
Max
but
lightning.
also boost their power.
Okay.
All of the moves they know turn into powerful max moves.
Ah, so it powers up the moves too.
Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However,
Yep.
the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely.
Every creature you see is always a Pokemon.
Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games.
Yeah, there's no like regular animals in the Pokemon universe. Everything is a Pokemon.
Other players, you'll find more ways to play there.
So I guess it's a raid type battle.
One of these new
Those
multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles.
Max Raid
in which
Battles.
4 Pokemon trainers
Oh.
can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon.
Fish in the back. Oh, the aquarium.
In Max Raid Battles, the
Oh,
wild
no.
Dynamax Pokemon
No.
has giant form for the entire battle. Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle. So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon.
Okay.
If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence.
Huh. Big ball!
The Pokemon that you can take on in Max Raid battles also vary depending on where
Clefable!
you are in the area and the state of the weather.
They already know.
Some of
They
these
already.
Pokemon
They already know
will
what's up.
be caught after you defeat them in Max Raid battles. So we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
But by joining forces, we mean randoms only, because you're not allowed to play with friends, because that would wreck the grading curve.
Cooperative 4-player gameplay against a single Pokemon, which is a first for the main series of Pokemon games.
I'm joking about the whole not being able to play with your friends thing, but watch that, like, it shouldn't even be a joke at this point. It shouldn't be something that people can think.
You can also connect with other players over the internet to enjoy playing with other trainers from all around the globe.
Other players.
So I hope you'll try Max Raid battles with all sorts of other players.
But notice they didn't say with your friends. They very curiously made sure not to say with your friends.
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter.
Oh god, Nintendo. Only you could fuck up internet play in 2019.
This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon. In a region where Pokemon battles are so widely enjoyed...
Oh crap, he's got purple hair and yellow eyes. Come on now.
All the more incredible. His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar. The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals. His name is Hop.
Hop?
Hop dreams to one day become champion, just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal.
Too bad you're going to wreck that dream of his.
Begins on the same day as yours.
Fuck, dark skin, yellow eyes, purple hair. That's like exactly the fucking characters I always create. Fuck you!
He's the professor of the Galar region and specializes in researching the Dynamax phenomenon. Sonia is her granddaughter and also serves as her assistant.
That's gonna be the new hotness.
Sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure.
Pretty sure, like when I just went on Twitter just to let you know what was going on. Like, there's this picture of this character. I'm like, I don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure she's the new hotness, and now I know who she is. So it's like, yep.
Take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion.
Okay, we're still doing gyms again.
These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed.
Mm-hmm.
The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
Make my monster
Battles between
grow!
two Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak.
Somebody's gonna freaking edit the Dynamax battle with the scene in Dragon Ball Z where Majin Vegeta blows up the stadium and kills a bunch of people, because there's no other way that's gonna go down.
Battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey.
You're just gonna freaking Dynamax Hyper Beam. It's just gonna erase everyone in the stadium on the opposite end.
We've shown off quite a bit today.
Oh man.
But I have one more video I would like you to see.
All right.
Please take a look.
One more Pokemon in Smash Brothers. This is where they reveal that he's a they turn into a firefighting. Oh, this is the legendary? Ah. So there's a sword and a shield legendary. Okay. Dark Souls boss? Yeah, might as well. That's it?
The two
Okay.
Pokemon you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and Zamazenta.
Zacian, Zamazenta. Okay.
Look forward to
Dark
discovering
Wolf.
for yourself just what
Oh,
role
Bubblegum.
Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
Wolf with the sword in its mouth. Okay.
I hope you enjoyed today's Pokemon Direct. Of course, what we revealed today is just a small part.
It's
of what
probably
you'll find
based
in
on some
Pokemon
kind of
Sword
Celtic,
and Pokemon
like,
Shield.
monster or something like that.
There are many more Pokemon and interesting characters for you to discover in the Galar.
Oh, excuse me. Since the Galar region is based in, like, the United Kingdom / like Ireland, which is why the female trainer was like, oh, you want to see what I'm a cheeky Pokemon fight? It's a Pokemon chicken pot. Okay.
Thanks to all of our guests from Game Freak.
So a lot of the Pokemon are probably based on myths and fairies from the region.
Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
Ah,
Shield
that's the actual thing.
will be available on
November 15th.
2019 as a global simultaneous release.
Global release? Wow.
Starting today, you can pre-order a special double pack. Stay tuned for more information.
Wow, okay, you can get both?
I hope you will look forward
I don't know about
to
that,
Pokemon
Chief.
Adventure in the Galar region.
I don't know. I'm still torn on whether I want, because I like swords, but thanks to Captain America, I've come to like shields. Alright, I guess that's it then, right? Nope, stop. Nope, stop, we're not watching that one. Okay, well, good to know that they're just going all in with the dual pack, like right off the bat. They don't usually do that from launch. They usually wait a little while afterwards. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, double the money, right? I mean, it's always been one of the, like, let's be perfectly honest. It's always been one of the shadiest things about Pokemon is that they can sell the same game twice just by saying, okay, these Pokemon aren't in this version, but these Pokemon are in this version. So, like, and you really are just selling the same game, but certain Pokemon are endemic to one version and not the other. So, but it's the nature of the beast. You already know that's what you're gonna get when it comes to Pokemon. I gotta say though, the legendaries designs are kind of boring. I'm sorry. Like normally they're pretty unique, and they're pretty eye catching for some of the legendaries. Like the Xerneas and Yveltal, I think their names were. Like they look like the X, they look like the Y, but those just look like, hey, this is a wolf with a sword in its mouth, and this is a wolf that got its face stuck in a shield. Oh man, they're not. But like, I'm not getting the game for the legendaries anyway. I still have to find out more. Usually, there's there's usually some really good reason to pick one version over the other, and you'll see that a lot. Pokemon X was far more popular than Pokemon Y. Pokemon Sun was far more popular than Pokemon Moon. I think Pokemon Black was far more popular than Pokemon White. Like you'll see, one version will generally be more popular than the other because it usually has it either has the better legendary, or it has one or two Pokemon that are exclusive to it that are just better. So, eh, Google, Great Gray Wolf Sip. Okay, yeah, like I said, then that's probably what it is. Uh, Although I'm reluctant to Google anything, especially Great Gray Wolf, because you know how it is. If I Google Great Gray Wolf, it's gonna probably 9 of the 10 first things are gonna be stuff that I can't show on a good Christian network. I'll do it later. I did want to watch. There is a there is a Monster Hunter story trailer video, so I will go. I'll set up the stream for that real quick because I got to change the thumbnail for YouTube, but I also got to make sure the video. I got to find the right video, make sure the video's queued up. So all right, I'm gonna end this video here. Uh, so all in all, it's a giant wolf with a sword in its mouth. Isn't that like Okami technically too? um, So we got a few Pokemon, a few decent Pokemon. The Dynamax thing, I'm not too big on. It's a Mega Evolution, but they didn't have to put in any effort because that's literally what Mega Evolution did in previous games. It transformed your Pokemon and gave them more powerful moves. But now it's just like now if all Pokemon can do that, all they have to do for the sprite is make it bigger. They don't have to make a new sprite. So it's the same gimmick, just a different form, and it's easier for them to do because all they can just do is make it bigger. Bigger. Oh boy! But then all the oh boy, the fetishists are going to come out in droves. God damn it! You just know it's gonna happen. So it's because one, we got a new Poke waifu, and then we got the macro fetish is actually a thing. Um, Duncan. You actually aren't the only one here. Well, you might be on the only one on YouTube. That might be what's going on. I think someone is on Twitch. Yeah, I think someone else on Twitch. You must be on YouTube because I'm streaming on both at the same time. Uh, yeah, I figured. Because on Streamlabs OBS, the chat window. I don't. Yeah, that's right. You guys can't see it. The chat window in Streamlabs OBS only shows Twitch, but since the Streamlabs notes does both, it's actually showing both in the stream itself, which I'm grateful for because that makes it a little easier to look at. Okay, I might have to do something about that because that makes things a little harder to look. Oh right, that's because I've set it to do display capture. The display I have up there. Actually, I can probably just show you the display I have up there. That's an ultra wide screen compared to that. So that's why it has those. That's why it has those extra wide borders on the side. It's because it was just easier to set that up. When I'm normally streaming, like you guys see, when I'm playing games normally streaming, like I normally have this. I have the bottom screen set up for that's where Streamlabs is, but I have the chat. I have the chat on one screen, and then I have like notifications and stuff on the other, so I can see all of them at the same time. So it's convenient to have an ultra wide screen. But I'm gonna have to do something a little different with that. I think maybe. Oops. Nope. That's not what I wanted. We're not watching this again. So we can watch Nintendo tell us that we can't have we can't have that. Actually, what I should do is move this over here. Right, there we go. I think that works a little better. Okay. That's what I should have done to start with. All right. Well, now it's set up, so I'm going to end the stream here. I'll be back in like a minute or two. I just got to set up YouTube for the Monster Hunter storyline trailer because I think for a bunch of new monsters and old monsters will come back. But I don't know anything about the Iceborne trailer, so I'm going to go ahead and check that out. So, Dan, Soen, thank you for joining me. If you guys are sticking around, I'll see you in a minute or two. Later.